for this, and I know you are too. Use Super Cap today and
when a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have
Welcome to the broadcast of news at 9 p.m. on Psalm TV, the pulse of the nation. I am Abraham Minor Judah. On the news tonight, Taraba Woman Entrepreneur Association empowers street vendors on International Women's Day. Nigeria Army officers' wives celebrate International Women's Day in Jalingo. Governor Kefas explained why he has the highest number of women in cabinet. Justin Nnamdi Kanu's case reassigned to new judge. And on the world scene, UN warns of alarming deterioration in South Sudan stability. For sports, Liverpool come from behind to beat Southampton 3-1. Now the news in full. Taraba Women's Entrepreneurs Association empowers street vendors on International Women's Day. Taraba Women's Entrepreneurs Association has launched an initiative to support street vendors in Jalingo, promoting women's economic empowerment. The program provides training, mentorship, and access to capital, empowering women to grow their businesses and improve their livelihood. Some of the highlights of the day include celebrating women's achievement. The initiative aims to celebrate women's achievement and support their quest for financial independence, according to Rabia Tadamu, the association's leader. The Taraba state government has provided funding and technical assistance to support the initiative, demonstrating its commitment to women's economic empowerment. By providing access to capital, the association is empowering women to grow their businesses and improve their livelihoods, ultimately contributing to the growth and development of Taraba State. The initiative has received positive feedback from the women street vendors, who has expressed gratitude for the support and guidance provided by the association. Taraba State Commissioner for Women's Affairs and Child Development, Mrs. Linda Guana, has also advised women and girls to believe in their abilities, stating that nothing is impossible for a woman who sets her mind to achieve something. This initiative has the potential to transform the lives of women entrepreneurs in Taraba State, showcasing the impact of collective actions on women's economic empowerment. Let us watch more video of these reports.
Okay, my name is Linda Guana. I'm a business, I am an entrepreneur, a civil servant, and of course I do all things. Yeah. Okay, message I have for women out there, and especially the girl child. I want to encourage women. Today is International Women's Day, and of course that is the reason why we are out to celebrate the womanhood. Okay, so what I will tell my fellow women is that there is nothing that is impossible with a woman. You know, whatever you set your mind to do is always possible. Don't let anybody put you down as a woman. That there are some things men can do you cannot do. No, as a woman there is nothing you cannot do. God has endowed us with so much strength to persevere. You know, so by the time we put that strength to work in whatever we do, of course we will achieve. Of course, we are seeing lady pilots these days. We are seeing engineers, strong ones, as women. In the past, there are some of these jobs that you think they are for men, but today it's no more like that. Women are really getting it, and of course they are getting it right, even more than some of the men in the society. So for the girl child out there, there's nothing that is impossible with you. Just trust in God, and of course it's possible. Thank you.
I am Radio 2 known by the business name Agriculture and Glow Line. International Women's Day to me is like a day of liberation for women and a day to celebrate women's achievement, a day to promote women's economic status, a day to motivate and inspire all women out there. It is high time women stand up to sort means of achieving financial independence. We can't live our lives depending on family, depending on relatives or husbands. There is joy in making your own money. There is joy in spending that which is your own. So, as women entrepreneurs, we choose this day to come out for the charity drive, to look at those that are below us, because you don't appreciate God's blessings in your life if you don't look back to look at those behind you. So when you look back and see those that are behind you, it opens your mind to appreciate God's blessings in your life. So we are out today, we came out, it was fulfilling, it was joyous, we supported women, encouraging them, supporting them and inspiring them to stand up and suffer for their needs. Who inspired me? Right from onset, I have been a person that has always wanted to be financially independent right from onset. My family knew me right from my university days. When you're doing your project, you want to sort from your parents to fund your project. Right from my university days, there's this joy I derive in making my own money. To be honest, if you see me moody, see my account balance is low, that's me. So, and then coming to meet WEN, that's Women Entrepreneurs Nigeria, and then coming to now found and bring up Women Entrepreneur Association of Taraba. This has further inspired me, making me want to go beyond boundaries. Like, my goal was at this point, but being with WEN has made my goal it's limitless. So, to some extent.
Still on the International Women's Day, Governor Kefas explained why he has the highest number of women in cabinet. Taraba State Governor Dr. Agbu Kefas has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to women's empowerment, inclusiveness and leadership opportunity, stating that women remains a key focus of his government. Emphasized that his administration boasts the highest number of women in the cabinet in the state's history, demonstrating his confidence in women leadership abilities. Governor Kefas made this known in his message commemorating International Women's Day, where he commended Taraba women for their dedication and resilience in various fields. It described them as true champions at the home front, excelling as mothers, wives, and professionals contributing to the state's progress, highlighting the administration's free education policy. Kefas noted that its primary aim is to ease the burden of women who often bear the financial responsibility of their children's education. He also stressed the need for greater political and career opportunities for women, reinforcing his belief that women possess the grace and competence to deliver results. Governor Kefas assured women in Taraba of continued efforts to enhance their visibility in governance and provide them with the tools needed to excel. A pledge to ensure their safety and empowerment, promising that his administration will always work to protect, support, and uplift them. The governor's message underscores his commitment to gender equality and critical role of women in shaping the future of Taraba State. Let's watch the video of this report. And still on the Women's International Day, Nigerian Army's officer wives celebrate International Women's Day in Jalingo. The Nigerian Army's Officers Wives Association, NAHOWA, marked International Women's Day with a grand celebration at the Staraba Motel Banquet Hall in Jalingo. The event team accelerated action, honored the resilience and contributions of women in the military and society. Dr. Mrs. Rachel Asuko Uwa, NAHOWA's zonal president, emphasized the critical role of women in the military and society, highlighting their leadership, caregiving, and entrepreneurial skills. She urged women to take advantage of opportunities for self-improvement and entrepreneurship and provided financial assistance to officers' wives and corps members. The event also advocated for gender equality and women's empowerment with discussions on access to quality education, healthcare, and career advancement opportunity. Barrister Shalom Donald Mejankai encouraged women to break barriers and embrace their potential, emphasizing that the progress requires equal opportunities for women. The celebration featured cultural performances, poetry recitations, and testimonials from women who had achieved success in various fields. Participants expressed gratitude for the platform and called for continued efforts in promoting gender equality. We'll watch more videos of these reports.
The theme for this year's International Women's Day celebration, Accelerate Action, is both a challenge and a call to duty. It reminds us that while progress has been made in advancing the rights and opportunities of women, much remains to be done. True empowerment goes beyond mere words or symbolic gestures. It demands deliberate steps, strategic policies, and a sustained commitment to breaking barriers that hinders women's full participation in social, economic, and political spheres. As women, particularly as members of Nigerian Army Officers Wives Association, we hold a unique and influential position. We are pillars of strength in our traditional roles. We must rise as advocates for change, ensuring that the next gender equality is not just an aspiration, but a reality. We are privileged today who will be speaking to us on Accelerate Action for Women. This thought-provoking session will not only enlighten us, but also challenge us to take intentional steps towards self-development, community impact, and policy advocacy. I encourage each and every one of us to listen, engage, and internalize the lessons from this discourse. After the lecture, we will have an interactive session which will serve as an opportunity to exchange ideas, share experiences, and brainstorm practical ways to accelerate the change we all seek to achieve. Let us approach this session with open mind and determination to provide solutions. As we celebrate this day, let us remember that real transformation begins with us. We are not just participants in today's program, but architects of a future where every woman is empowered and every girl given a chance with no dream limited to gender.
Hey, it's your fault. You have forgotten that there are some men who are narcissists. They will do it hidden, but in the outside, there are men that even if their wife say he does this to her, nobody will believe. Because some of them are very good actors. And so because we women are pretenders, we will not also speak until the thing gets to a limit that it can't even be addressed. Volunteer your time and skill to support the cause of an officer's wife that benefits women and girls. Ask your members if any is going through any form of violence or needs help. I know military men who will not even feed their wives at home because they are fighting. Please let's develop a community where you're not eating okay, let me give you something to support you. Please let's learn to have it. I have a case I handled I think like 3 years ago. He's an officer. He married this girl at the age of 18 from this state. And he's also from here. So they were in Jos. After 10 years of marriage, he said he was done with the marriage. She has not developed, blah, 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 she should come back. And so when she came, A lot of organizations gathered and all that. And when she came, I said, why are you people talking that we should sue? Let's first of all sue him for marrying an underage girl. Because she was 17 and 3 days to her birthday, he married her. She's not yet 18. Lawyers will know technicalities. So I said, let's first of all tell him that we're suing him for this. I had sent letters countlessly. He told me he was not showing up. I said, very good. Let me write. Some of us know how to write. So the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs helped us with contacts, and so we wrote. And so he was transferred. He had already been transferred from Jos to it. Don't always be a stumbling block. I don't want you to get to the top, but if it's their sister, they will clap for her. If it's their daughter, they will clap for her. But if it is you who is somebody's child, you say, Kidawo, come back and sit down. I don't want you there. We will not have peace with me. It will not happen. Like I remember still stressing to my husband on the 1st of January, I said, bros, 40 is coming. This 40 is for me. I have paid my price already. Allow me to live my dream.
Okay, the Taraba State Miners Association commend Governor Kefas for appointing special advisors on mineral resource development. The Taraba State Miners Association has expressed profound appreciation for Governor Agbu Kefas' recent appointment of 3 special advisors on mineral resource development. The appointed individuals, President Ghana Agbu Akwana for Southern Taraba, Honorable Abdulaziz Chula for Northern Taraba, and Honorable Soja Dantanimu for Central Taraba, are expected to oversee mining affairs in their respective zones and bridge the gap between miners and the government. This landmark decision has been widely welcomed by stakeholders in the mining sector, as it signifies the government's commitment to unlocking the industry's potential and addressing long-standing challenges. Engineer Kutsma Uzaya, lead federal mining officer in charge of Taraba State, led the Taraba State Mining Associations in congratulating the appointees. He described the appointment as a strategic move that would bring mining-related concerns directly to the state government's attention. He commended Governor Kefas for recognizing the importance of the mining industry in the state's economic development and for taking steps to ensure its proper regulations and growth. According to Ali, the presence of the dedicated special advisors in each geopolitical zone will provide miners with a direct channel to express their concerns, propose solutions, and collaborate with the government to improve the industry. The newly appointed special advisors bring vast experience and expertise to their roles, making them well positioned to drive positive change in the sector. President Ghana Agbu Akwana, assigned to Southern Taraba, has been a long-term advocate for mineral exploration and local participation in mining activities. Honorable Abdulaziz Chula, representing Northern Taraba, has consistently championed responsible mining practices and regulatory reforms. Honorable Soja Dantanimu, overseeing Southern Taraba, has been instrumental in promoting environmentally sustainable mining operation. Governor Agbu Kefas visit Minister of State for Regional Development seeks synergy for Taraba development. As part of the commitment to seek collaboration for the state and development of Taraba State, the Governor of the state, Dr. Agbu Kefas, this Friday paid a familiarization visit to the Minister of State for Regional Development, Barrister Ubah Megiri, in Abuja. According to the Governor, the visit was to congratulate the Minister and assure him of the support of his administration for him to succeed in the assignment given to him. The Governor sought for stronger collaboration and synergy with the Minister to give the people of the state what they desire. He expressed confidence in the capacity of the Minister to ensure innovation in the ministry and to make it the best. He encouraged the Minister to carry the people along in his program to give them the best. The Minister of State for Regional Development, Barrister Ubah Megiri, while welcoming the Governor and his entourage to the ministry, lauded Dr. Agbu Kefas for doing well for the state. The Minister informed the Governor that last Wednesday, the Federal Executive Council, the President graciously approved the construction of Ukari Akwana Road. He said the road project is one of the many good things to come if they work as a team. He further disclosed that they are collaborating with the Northeast Development Commission and they have approved engineers and surveyors who has been in the state and took measurements of the Namney and Mayokan bridges in the state and some culverts in Donga. It said the project will bring succor to the people. It thanked the governor for finding out time despite his tight schedule to visit him. The governor was accompanied on the visit by the Speaker of the Taraba State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Kizito John Bonzena, members of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Jetro Yakubu, Honorable Dr. Mike Dale, Honorable Veronica Alassane, Honorable Musa Chul, Honorable Sarah Enoch, Honorable Peter Julius, and the Permanent Secretary of Liaison Office, Abuja, Mr. Dauda Mekomo, among others. Taraba PDP chairman emphasizes party loyalty and unity. The state PDP chairman, Alhaji Abubakar Bawa, today received a thank you visit from Honorable Solomon Dominic, the newly inaugurated Northeast Zonal Financial Secretary. Alongside other PDP stakeholders from Jalingo, the delegation expressed gratitude to the party for selecting one of their own to represent the party at the zonal level. Malan Shehu Kopis commended Bawa for establishing a reconciliation committee, which some of our recommendations were successfully implemented, including engaging party faithfuls through political appointment. The delegation requested support for some Jalingo stakeholders battling illness, including Alhaji Sule Labaran, Alhaji Bunu Bashir, and Honorable Hussein Umar. In response, Bawa emphasized the importance of party loyalty and announced plans to create a template outlining stakeholders' hierarchies within the party. Bawa noted that council chairman cannot automatically be considered head of stakeholders when other party leaders are present. He cited the example of Saudana local government where relinquished leadership to Chief Barrister Gibbon Timothy Katabs, a former party chairman in the Northeast. Bawa highlighted the significance of respecting party leaders and urged PDP faithfuls to adopt the party's guiding principles, respecting leaders and elders to achieve unity. Citing the pioneer chairman of PDP in Taraba State, Alhaji Abdulrazak Musa, who hailed from Jalingo and should naturally become the chairman of PDP stakeholders in Jalingo. Now, coming in just now, Nnamdi Kanu's case reassigned to a new judge. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court in Abuja, Justice Johnson, has reassigned the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, to a different judge. Kanu's late counsel, Aloy Ejimako, disclosed this development in a statement on Saturday in Abuja. The legal team has earlier requested that Justice Binta Nyako recuse herself from presiding over the 7-count terrorism charge against Kanu, filed by the federal government, while Justice Nyako initially stepped down and transferred the case back to the Chief Judge. The file was later returned to her, a decision that Kanu's legal team strongly opposed. Following this, Kanu's lawyer wrote to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekiriakun, on February 20, seeking her intervention. Ejimako revealed that on Friday, March 7, the legal team received 2 official letters, one from the Chief Justice, confirming the reassignment of the case. Kanu expressed his gratitude before a routine visit to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yesterday, received 2 letters that are significant to the case, Ejimako stated. He further explained that Kanu expressed his sincere gratitude to the Chief Justice of Nigeria for a swift intervention and to the general public for supporting their demands for reassignment. To be clear, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has always been ready to stand trial because he's firmly convinced of his innocence. However, the legal issues surrounding the case in the past 6 months pose a serious threat to his constitutional right, particularly his right to a fair and speedy hearing. Now that the authorities have taken steps to uphold the law, Kanu and his legal team will focus on preparing his defense, Ejimako concluded. Nigerian policemen caused major accident dragging steering with driver. A young man is fighting for his life after a shocking accident allegedly caused by reckless Nigerian police officers on the Dawaki-Kubwa Expressway in Abuja. According to eyewitness reports, the officers forcefully entered the victim's vehicle without a checkpoint or prior stop order. In the ensuing struggle, one of the officers reportedly grabbed the steering wheel, causing the vehicle to lose control, somersaulted multiple times, and crashed into a gutter. The incident was brought to public attention by Facebook user Opoluwa Omera Ogbede, who shared images from the scene and recounted the harrowing details. The boy was sent by his mother to buy sachet water and was returning home when officials forcefully entered his car without any checkpoint or stop order. One of them started dragging the steering with him, Ogbede wrote. The vehicle lost control, somersaulted 3 times, and plunged into a gutter. The young driver sustained severe injuries with suspected internal bleeding. Eyewitnesses report that instead of helping the critically injured young man, the officers had allegedly attempted to flee the scene. However, bystanders quickly deflated the police vehicle's tires, preventing their escape and ensuring the victim received urgent medical attention. Authorities are yet to comment on the incident. 2 RISEC commissioners resigned in Rivers State. In a surprise move, 2 commissioners of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission RISEC have tendered their resignation, citing the Supreme Court judgment that nullified the October 2024 local government elections. The resignation of Lars Beruna and Professor Simeon Welly has sparked reactions from different political camps in the state. According to reports, the 2 commissioners sent their resignation letters to the chairman of RISEC and the secretary to the state government on March 7, 2025. While the political camp against Governor Siminalayi Fubara claims that the resignation will affect the conduct of the elections, the pro-Fubara group argues that the exit will not impact the commission's work. Former RISEC commissioners Dr. Hope Barango Taria and Professor Ken Weke have stated that the resignations will not incapacitate the commission. They emphasize that RISEC can only cease to function if its chairman resigns. The Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission has fixed August 9, 2025 for the fresh local government elections. The commission remains operational and is prepared to conduct free, fair, and credible elections despite the recent resignations. Tinubu celebrates Osibajo at 68 years in service to Nigeria. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has extended warm felicitations to his longtime associate and former Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibajo, on his 68th birthday. Tinubu lauded Osibajo's service to the nation, describing him as a close ally, friend, and brother. The president highlighted Osibajo's contributions as vice president from 2015 to 2023, during which he worked closely with former President Muhammadu Buhari to drive governance and deliver critical infrastructure projects. Tinubu also commended Osibajo's leadership when he briefly served as acting president during Buhari's medical leave. Tinubu acknowledged Osibajo's decision to contest the 2023 presidential primaries, affirming that political competition has not strained their relationship. Professor Yemi Osibajo will always remain my friend and associate. He served our country meritoriously as Vice President, Tinubu remarked. The President joined Osibajo's family, friends, and well-wishers in celebrating his achievement and wished him many more years of good health and success. Pastor Korede Komaya reveals 250 million contribution to Oyedepo's 70th birthday Rolls-Royce gift. Pastor Korede Komaya has disclosed that he contributed 250 million to the purchase of a luxurious Rolls-Royce as a 70th birthday gift for Bishop David Oyedepo. The car, valued at 1.5 billion naira, was a joint gift from Pastor Komaya and 3 other individuals. According to Pastor Komaya, Bishop Oyedepo has requested that instead of celebrating with lavish gifts, the funds be donated to 70 widows, poor people, and those in need. However, the 4 individuals decided to surprise the bishop with a luxurious vehicle. Pastor Komaya revealed that Bishop Oyedepo was visibly shocked by the gift, stating that in his 70 years, no one has ever given him a Rolls Royce. Kaduna Governor Uba Sani vows to leave state better than he met it. Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani has pledged to leave the state better than he met it, focusing on critical sectors like education, health, and agriculture. He highlighted his administration's rural transformation program, which has initiated over 78 road projects across the state. Governor Sani emphasized his commitment to connecting local communities and providing social and economic benefits. Opposition lawmakers visit suspended Senator Natasha vows to challenge Akpabio-led Senate suspension. A delegation of opposition senators visited suspended lawmaker Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan on Friday, pledging support and promising to push for a resolution toward the term an unjust political ordeal. The delegation was led by former Bayelsa State Governor and Senator representing Bayelsa West, Sereke Dixon, who is also a member of the Senate Ethics and Privilege Committee, the same committee that recommended Akpoti-Uduaghan's suspension. Sharing photos from a visit on social media, Dixon clarified that he was absent from the Senate plenary when the decision to suspend Akpoti-Uduaghan was taken, as he was engaged in discussions on tax reform bills. As humans, senators have their low and high moments, and it is a tradition for us to stand by each other during these times, Dixon stated, emphasizing the importance of solidarity among lawmakers. He further revealed that the delegation provided words of encouragement, prayers, and advice on navigating the political crisis. Having listened to her and her husband for the first time, I will discuss with colleagues on possible ways to intervene and engage with the Senate leader to resolve this matter as soon as possible. He added, Akpoti-Uduaghan was suspended for the Senate for 6 months on Thursday after she refused to accept her reassigned seat in the legislative chamber. A suspension has sparked widespread criticism, with many Nigerians and political observers questioning the rationale behind the decision. The visit by opposition lawmakers signals growing discontent within the Senate over the handling of the case as pressure mounts on the leadership to review the decision. Soludo bans loud preaching in public, imposes 500,000 naira fine in Anambra. Governor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State has issued a strict ban on loud preaching in public spaces, particularly in markets, citing concern over noise pollution and public disturbance. According to the governor, individuals who violate this directive will face a fine of 500,000 naira. A viral video circulating on social media on Saturday captured Soludo confronting a roadside preacher in the market, warning him against disrupting traders with his loud sermons. The governor advised the preacher to conduct his activities within a church or rent an open field where interested listener could voluntarily attend. If you want to preach the word of God, go to your church. You are causing noise pollution here. You cannot come to a marketplace and disturb everyone, Soludo said, while addressing the traders. He emphasized that public spaces cannot be turned into churches, stressing that unauthorized use of such locations for religious activities will attract penalties. Government abducts 7 in fresh attack on Kaduna community. Government suspected to be kidnappers have abducted 7 people, including women and children, in a fresh attack on Anchuna village, Ikulu Chiefdom, in Zango Katav local government area of Kaduna State. The attack, which took place on Wednesday night, caused panic among residents as the Hamas assailants stormed the village in large numbers, firing gunshots before taking their victims away. A resident, Samuel Kuka, a relative of the renowned cleric Bishop Hassan Kuka, confirmed the incident on Friday, revealing that his younger brother Ishaya Kuka was among those kidnapped. My brother Ishaya was the only male among those abducted. The rest are women and children. The attackers invaded the village around 11 p.m., Kuka told Daily Trust. He added that there have been no contact from the kidnappers regarding the ransom demand. We are praying for their safety while waiting for any call, he said. Kuka urged security agencies to take immediate action to rescue the victim emphasizing that most of those abducted were vulnerable individuals. This latest abduction comes just days after the killing of Reverend Father Sylvester Okechukwu, a Catholic priest and pastor of St. Mary's Catholic Church, Tachira, in Kaura local government area of Kaduna State. The priest was kidnapped from his residence and later murdered by his captors. The Catholic Church of Kafansha confirmed the tragedy in a statement issued by its Chancellor, Reverend Father Jacob Chanetz. We'll be taking a short break. We'll be right back after this break.
Few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
What if I told you there's a cab service you can book right now in Jalingo? Sounds like a dream, right? No, it's reality. Let Supercab get you transported to anywhere you want to go in Jalingo, and let them also run your errands for you while you sit at the comfort of your home. And guess what? It is affordable, reliable and fast. They run a 24-hour service. You can click the link attached to this video to download the app, or you can also download the app on Play Store. I'm so excited for this, and I know you are too. Use Supercab today and be happy. Bye.
Welcome back. We're glad you stay with us. Now on to world news. United Nations warns of alarming deterioration in South Sudan stability. The United Nations Commission on Human Rights in South Sudan has raised alarm over escalating violence and political tensions, warning that the fragile peace process is at a risk of collapse. The warning comes just days after South Sudanese security forces loyal to President Salva Kiir arrested 2 ministers and several high-ranking military officials aligned with the Vice President Riek Machar. The detentions have sparked concern over the stability of the 2018 peace agreement that ended a brutal 5-year civil war, which claimed nearly 400,000 lives. We are witnessing alarming regression that could raise years of hard-won progress, said Yasmin Soka, chairperson of the United Nations Rights Commission, in a statement. Rather than fueling division and conflict, leaders must urgently refocus on the peace process, uphold the human rights of South Sudanese citizens, and ensure a smooth transition to democracy. The arrest followed intense clashes in the strategic northern town of Nasir between national forces and the White Army militia, a loosely organized group predominantly composed of ethnic Nuer fighters loyal to Machar. Government spokesperson Michael McQuay defended the arrest, stating that the detained officials were in conflict with the law and accused Machar forces of collaborating with the White Army in an attack on a military garrison near Nasir on March 4. However, Machar's party has denied the allegation. On Saturday, South Sudan National Security Service (NNS) confirmed that it has detained multiple individuals with verified links to the recent military confrontation, though it did not disclose their identities or the exact number of arrests. The situation further escalated on Friday when the South Sudanese general and several soldiers were killed after a United Nations helicopter attempted to evacuate them from Nasir came under attack. The worsening crisis in South Sudan raises fears of renewed conflict, putting pressure on regional and international actors to intervene and salvage the fragile peace process. Iran rejects U.S. bullying in nuclear negotiation, says Supreme Leader. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has declared that the country will not negotiate under U.S. bullying, reaffirming Tehran's stance a day after U.S. President Donald Trump stated that he had sent a letter seeking a nuclear deal. Speaking at a meeting with senior Iranian officials, Khamenei dismissed Washington negotiations offer, arguing that the U.S. seeks to impose its own demands rather than reach a fair agreement. The insistence of some bullying governments on negotiation is not to resolve issues. Talks with them are a pathway to impose new demands. Iran will definitely not accept their expectations, Khamenei was quoted as saying by Iranian state media. Trump, in an interview with Fox Business, said Iran has two options: a military confrontation or a deal, to prevent the country from acquiring nuclear weapons. His administration has reinstated a maximum pressure campaign aimed at accelerating Iran's economically and reducing its oil exports to zero. Khamenei criticized the U.S. approach, saying Iran will resist pressure to compromise on its defense capabilities, missile programs, and regional influence. They are bringing up new demands that certainly will not be accepted by Iran, he said. The tension stems from Trump's 2018 decision to withdraw the U.S. from the 2015 nuclear deal, which placed strict limits on Iran's nuclear activities in exchange for sanction relief. Since then, Iran has expanded to uranium enrichment program, raising concern among Western powers and United Nations nuclear watchdog. While Tehran insists its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes, it has recently unveiled new military capabilities, including its first drone carrier and an underground naval base, amid rising tensions with the U.S. and Israel. The international community remains divided on how to address Iran's nuclear ambitions, with diplomatic efforts facing increasing hurdles. UN nuclear chief Rafael Grossi has warned that time is running out for a negotiation solution as Iran continues to advance its nuclear program. The latest development underscored the ongoing geopolitical struggle between Iran and Western powers, with tension escalating. The possibility of renewed diplomatic engagement and further escalation of hostilities remain uncertain. Now on to sports. Liverpool comes from behind to beat Southampton 3-1. Liverpool secured a crucial 3-1 win over Southampton, moving 16 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Mohamed Salah scored 2 penalties, taking his season tally to 27 goals as Liverpool came from behind to beat rock-bottom Southampton. The Reds were blowing low after the energy-draining late win at Paris Saint-Germain on Wednesday, but managed to turn the game around after a triple substitution at halftime. Darwin Núñez equalized for Liverpool before Salah took a penalty sealed the win. The victory takes Liverpool one step closer to the title, while Southampton remains in danger of the lowest Premier League points total ever. Second place Arsenal has 2 games in hand, but it seems unlikely anyone will overhaul Liverpool's lead. That is the end of the news at 9 p.m. for today. Before I go, here's a recap of the major headlines. Taraba Women Entrepreneurs Association empowers street vendors on International Women's Day. Nigeria Army officers' wives celebrate International Women's Day in Jalingo. Still on the International Women's Day, Governor Kefas explains why he has the highest number of women in cabinet. Nnamdi Kanu case reassigned to a new judge. And on the world scene, United Nations warns of alarming deterioration in South Sudan stability. And for sports, Liverpool come from behind to beat Southampton 3-1. Som TV is a 24-hour TV station. We are live every day. You can also follow us on Facebook at Som TV and on YouTube at Som TV Live. I am Abraham Minor Joda. Goodbye.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few